In this video, we are going to show you how much it costs to travel to Ibiza. We will go through the real prices for flights, hotels, food, transportation, attractions, shopping, and we will also give you 3 budget profiles from economy to comfort. Let us go. Ibiza is one of the most iconic islands in the Mediterranean, part of the Balearic Archipelago in Spain. Known worldwide as the capital of electronic music, it is home to the largest clubs on the planet, like Pacha, Amnesia, Ushuaia, and Ibiza. But Ibiza is much more than that, with paradisiacal beach clubs, the old town of Dalt Vila listed by UNESCO, more than 80 beaches of crystal-clear waters, mystical rock formations like Es Vedrà, traditional hippie markets from the 60s, and one of the richest cuisines in the Mediterranean. It is also a seasonal destination, with insane nightlife between May and October, and quiet charm the rest of the year. Let us start with flights. Flying from most major cities in North America or Europe to Ibiza, you have many options, usually with one stop in Madrid, Barcelona, London, or Amsterdam. Although there are seasonal direct routes, on average a round-trip ticket costs between 200 and 700 euros, depending on the season. On special promotions, you can find flights for less than 150 euros. The cheapest months are January, February, and early November when the island is in low season. July and August push prices way up. Ibiza Airport is only 8 kilometers from Ibiza town, with buses, taxis, and several car rental companies right at arrival. Now, hotels. Here is the biggest shock of Ibiza. Prices vary enormously between high and low season. In budget hotels or shared apartments, outside the party areas in May or October, you can find rates between 50 and 100 euros per night. In mid-range, hotels in Ibiza town or Santa Eulalia, in the medium season of June or September, prices go from 150 to 250 euros per night. In luxury or 5-star hotels in July and August, prices can go over 600 euros per night. The famous beach club hotels easily exceed 1,000 euros per night in high season. Where to stay in Ibiza? Our recommendation is Ibiza town. Officially, Ibiza, the capital of the island. It is the most central and complete region, with Dalt Vila listed by UNESCO, the historic harbor, restaurants for every budget, the most lively nightlife, and easy access by bus or taxi to practically all the beaches and clubs on the island. It has hotels for every profile and is the perfect spot for both the party scene and the cultural side of Ibiza. It is where we always stay. We created this custom map that explains exactly which is the best region. Staying in this area, you cannot go wrong. And in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the page with this map, and with the hotels we have stayed at and recommend highly, including a hotel in Ibiza town where we stayed for an incredible price, super well located, near Dalt Vila and the harbor, with easy access to clubs and beaches. We saved a lot of money with that choice. About food, Ibiza has options for every budget. At Chiringuitos, the traditional beach bars, and at tapas bars, you can have a meal for 15 to 25 euros per person. At mid-range restaurants with Mediterranean cuisine, authentic paellas, or traditional Ibizan dishes, the average is 30 to 60 euros per person. At famous beach clubs like Blue Marlin, Nikki Beach, or Beach House, with a Balinese bed facing the sea, the minimum spend is usually 50 to 150 euros per person. At premium restaurants or Michelin star restaurants, dinners easily exceed 150 euros per person. The tip is not mandatory, but leaving between 5 and 10% is appreciated. Transportation. Ibiza has a public bus system with lines to the main cities and beaches, with fares between 2 and 4 euros. But the lines are limited and the schedules reduced, especially for the most remote callous. There are the famous discobuses, which only run on summer nights between the main clubs for about 4 euros. Taxis are expensive, with fares between 20 and 50 euros for most tourist trips. In Ibiza, renting a car is practically mandatory to get to know the island beyond the obvious tourist areas. The most beautiful calas, like Cala Salada, Cala Comte, Cala d'Hort, with views of Es Vedrà, and the northern beaches, are only accessible with your own car. An excellent tip is to pick up your car right at Ibiza Airport, because you avoid the taxi fare to your hotel and save time. And remember that booking online in advance is always much cheaper. We always use a price comparison site, which we will leave in the link. It compares prices across all rental companies and finds unbeatable deals. On our last trips, we saved up to 60 euros on a single rental. Daily rental rates vary between 30 and 80 euros, depending on the season. But in July and August, they can exceed 120 euros. Attractions. Many things in Ibiza are free and absolutely spectacular. Walking through Dalt Vila, listed by UNESCO, the wild beaches of the north coast, the sunset at Café del Mar in San Antonio, the view of Es Vedrà from Cala d'Hort Beach, the hippie markets of Las Dalias and Punta Arabi, all free. The paid attractions are mainly the clubs and beach clubs, An entry at a club like Pacha, Amnesia, or IBIZA costs between 40 and 80 euros, depending on the DJ and the night. The Ushuaia shows, outdoors during the day, cost between 60 and 120 euros. Excursions to Formentera, the paradisiacal neighboring island, by catamaran cost between 50 and 80 euros per day. Shopping. Ibiza has unique options. The hippie markets of Las Dalias in San Carlos on Saturdays and Punta Arabi in Escana on Wednesdays are mandatory experiences with boho clothes, handicrafts, jewelry, and alternative fashion created on the island since the 60s. Marina Boch has luxury boutiques, and Calle Bisbe Cardona in Ibiza town concentrates charming local shops. Speaking of shopping, attractions, and tours, in the video description and here in the QR code, we will leave the link to the site we always use to buy tickets and tours for the lowest price. It is the largest tours website in the world and has practically everything there. Everything at the lowest price, and you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great. And remember that in this link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip at the lowest price. The sites we use to put together our trips, with everything much cheaper: travel SIM card, travel insurance for half the price, tickets to all the attractions, good and cheap hotels we have stayed at, cheap car rentals, and the global account. And the links already include automatic discounts, so save and use this page that will make your trip much easier. And now, let us talk about two costs that many people forget. Having internet on your phone helps a lot for using cheap transportation apps and making reservations. We always buy the SIM card before the trip, get it delivered to our home, and arrive already connected at the destination. It is much cheaper than roaming. A European SIM card for 7 days costs on average between 15 and 25 euros. The second essential cost, and one that is unacceptable to travel without, is travel insurance. And here we speak from a lot of experience. To enter Europe through the Schengen area, travel insurance is mandatory by law, with minimum coverage of 30,000 euros. Without it, you can be denied entry at immigration. Plus, any medical care in Europe can easily exceed 3,000 euros without coverage. We always use a price comparison site that shows the best and cheapest plan. We never travel to Europe without insurance. About currency exchange, if you are coming from outside the Eurozone, we strongly recommend using a global account. You convert your money to euros at the commercial exchange rate without those high credit card fees. On a one-week trip, this can mean saving over 200 euros. Final estimate per person on a 5-day trip. On the budget profile in low season, between 800 and 1,300 euros, with simple hotel, cheap meals, public transportation, and some attractions. On the mid-range profile in high season, between 2,000 and 3,300 euros, with a well-located hotel, varied restaurants, rental car, beach clubs, and one club night. On the comfort profile in peak season, over 5,000 euros, with luxury hotel, premium restaurants, beach clubs every day, and multiple nights at famous clubs. And for those who are new here on the channel, you are very welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you are enjoying it, subscribe here on the channel and like the video. That helps us a lot. 3 final tips to save money in Ibiza. First, go in May, June, September, or October. Instead of July and August, prices are up to half and the beaches are much less crowded. Second, buy club tickets online in advance or take advantage of guest lists. You can save up to 50%. And third, have lunch at local chiringuitos and dinner at restaurants in the interior of the island, avoiding the harbor restaurants that are very expensive and usually touristy. If you liked the video, like it and subscribe to our channel to travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much and have a great trip.